Hey, it's kind of getting late at night, and I thought, well, I'm going to make another video. Because, I kind of like to know what people are eating, and especially at certain times of their journey of the VSG. And so I'm at week 7, and I thought I would give you a typical day of what I eat at week 7. So I kind of jotted them down. So for breakfast, I'm kind of a hard one to get breakfast down. I do eat eggs once in a while and 2 pieces of turkey bacon, but my main breakfast is I pour about 8 to 10 ounces of almond milk, the 30-calorie almond milk. You can get it in plain, or you can get it in the vanilla, and it just depends on what I'm going to do. But for my chocolate latte, I call them lattes. My chocolate latte, I will do 8 to 10 ounces of the almond milk, and then I get a scoop of the On Performance protein powder. I think that's got like 30 grams of protein in it. And then I will sweeten it up with some Torani's sugar-free syrup, some like maybe hazelnut or a little bit of vanilla or caramel. And then I put 2 packs of the little Starbucks instant pack of the coffee. My friend Stephanie got me addicted to it. Yes, Stephanie. She's been so successful for her Roux & Y. And because having trouble getting them down because they just tasted the same. And she goes, why don't you try the Starbucks instant coffee things? I know you like your lattes. Well, I do. And that was part of my weight issue. I would go over by Dutch Bros and I would stop and get me a Dutch Brain Freeze, and I think they had like 500 some calories, so I quit that about 2.5 years ago. But so then what I do is I stir it all up, and then I put it in my shaker and ice and drink that, like on my way to work or when I'm putting my makeup on for work. And I've been really trying to have my meals planned out too. This past week when I went back to work, I think my best advice to you is to have your meals planned out the night before, have them packed, because it sure makes it a lot easier than trying to decide what you want to do before you go to work. So for lunch, or for snack, a little snack, what I had a half a container of the Dannon Light Greek yogurt with the, those cherries. I think there's like 80 calories in the whole container. But then I had a 1/4 cup of fresh raspberries with them, and so I had that for a snack, and that was really good. And then for lunch, I made a homemade egg salad, and then I put some chicken, salad, the egg salad. I made it with mayonnaise and a little sweet relish, dill relish, and salt and pepper. And what I did is I put, Costco has these bacon bits, so I put a few of the bacon bits in it. And then I had that. I didn't have it on crackers, although I wanted it on crackers, but I didn't. So then I had a 1/2 cup of cherry tomatoes sliced and cucumbers, and I just salted them and ate them with that. That's what my lunch was. And then I had a snack, and it was a piece of garlic lemon turkey jerky from Costco, and it's delicious. My dinner for the day, I had about 4 ounces of the carnata asada marinated beef steak that they have at Costco. It's so good. It's real thin beef steak, and it's kind of like the carnata asadas, and we fry it up and everything. Well, meanwhile, I fried up sauteed green peppers, onions, tomato. I didn't like the tomatoes so much, but mushrooms, portobello mushrooms, green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers, and sauteed them up, and they are so good. So I kind of like made my own little fajita without the tortilla. So, I even sprinkled a little cheese on top of my carnata asada, and then just kind of ate it like I would with wrapping it up into the tortilla. You know, oh gosh, I miss those tortillas. But you know, this stage in my VSG, they fill me up too fast. I can have a bite and I feel really full. So I don't want to fill up on that stuff. So we had that for dinner, and then late at night I kind of got a little craving for something sweet. So I had a half of a, maybe not even quite a half of a white chocolate Quest raspberry Quest bar, and that was really good. So my stats for that day was I got about 898 calories in that day. I had 18 carbs and 85 grams of protein. So again, 898 calories, 18 carbs, and 85 grams of protein. Now, where I lacked in it was my water. So I've been trying to pour this water somewhat. I call it my water. It's the Minute Maid 15 calorie lemonade, and I love it. And so I can drink that better. I've been trying to dilute it with water, and I really like it. I got 32 ounces down the other day because of it, and that's really trying to help me. Got me a new glass. I'm going to take it to work. So I have a filter that, it's like a thermos that, you know, holds water for 27 hours or so, and it really does. It really is a good one. But I got me a kind of a cute little cup, so I can sit it there at my desk when I'm charting on my patients and take a sip and take a sip and take a sip, and hopefully get my 64 ounces down. So that I'm supposed to have, right? So anyway, I just wanted to show you that that's my typical day. I have been experimenting, like getting little roast beef, you know, and I roll up the Greek yogurt with cream cheese. That's really good. You roll it up like a little roll and have that, and that's high protein. I still go for the eggs kind of thing, you know. A hard-boiled egg's harder for me to get down right now, but I still can do it. I love a little omelet. If I am going to cook in the morning, I have this little tiny pan, and so cute. And I make an omelet with cheese and then salsa. So that's good. No bread. I'm trying to really stay away from breads and carbs. And not that I'm not craving them, you know. But I'm just really not doing it. Now, for other snacks, you know what we do? I got my refrigerator. I'll make a video of my refrigerator. I got my yogurts that lined up, then my diet jellos, and sometimes we'll go get a diet jello and put a little Cool Whip on it, and it's really tasty. It really is. But my favorite things is my first thing in the morning protein shake. It's almost like my, you know, Starbucks coffee. I'm gonna have to try and search for something like that that's high in protein. It kind of tastes like more like a coffee frappuccino blended shake. If any of you guys know of anything out there, please let me know. But you know, I just really want to enjoy my coffee. I know that they don't really like you to do it, but you know, that was the only way I could get my protein shakes down. And I'm losing weight, and I feel good. I'm tired right now, so I hope I'm not slurring my words, because I get slurry when I get tired. Excuse me. Excuse me. My brother so kindly asked us to come up to dinner tonight, and I made calico beans. You know, you have hamburger and a little bit of bacon and like 5 or 6 different beans. And you know what I made it with? Ground turkey. Instead of ground beef, I made it with ground turkey. And it turned out delicious. And no one knew until I told them. And so I'm anxious to have it sit overnight in the refrigerator. It'll be one of my lunch things tomorrow. So that was really nice. And he made my favorite salad that I make too, which is cucumbers and onions and tomatoes. We do that a lot, and I put it in a vinaigrette. You do have to have a little sweetness though to that vinaigrette. So I really like that. And then he had pulled, he smoked on his Traeger for 5 or 6 hours, the pulled butt end of a pork, and it was really good too. So I had really high protein. I've been trying to keep up on my FitnessPal with this, and the last few days I've kind of missed. You get busy and stuff, but then you can always go back and get it checked. So what I would like to do is challenge you guys and see what you are eating. You know, make some videos of what your week is. I mean, you know, one of these days when I get brave, I'm going to go in the kitchen and I'm going to show you how to cook, how I cook, what I'm doing, and you can follow me around. And I think that would be really cool, don't you guys? Leave some comments below and check it out and see what you guys want to do. You know, we can all make videos of what our day's like, or, you know, what am I cooking and what am I eating for the day. I think it really helps us, you know, especially the newcomers, of what we need to eat and what we can't eat and what we should eat, you know. And I know each doctor's a little different. I kind of pushed the eating issue a little bit faster than my doctor wanted, but he was like he was okay with it once I told him. I'm really trying to stay away from the carbs. I did have a little blurb this weekend, and it was yesterday. We have a new frozen yogurt shop that came out of town, and my son, my 16-year-old son, and his buddies wanted to go over there, so I took them over there, and I did have a little tiny bowl of just 3 little dollops of different kinds of yogurts. And then I love those pop balls that they look like fish eggs, and then you pop them in your mouth. I put those in, and a couple of fresh strawberries and a couple of fresh raspberries. So, you know, I did it. May pay for it on the scale this week, maybe not, because, you know, I'm going to try to pour my water down, but I'm human, and I really had to have a little tiny bit. So again, please post your day and say, you know, I'm on week 7, this is what I'm eating. I'm on week 10 or 12, and this is what I'm eating for the day. Kind of gives us an idea of the newcomers, what we can do and what we can't do. And even if you're like, I'm week 33 or I'm week, you know, 75, this is what I'm eating. And greatly appreciate it if you do. And I will check back here really soon, and hopefully we'll start seeing them flying up on the board here shortly. And you guys all have a good night, okay? Bye.